Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, this is going to be a reading on the Iowa caucuses. I believe it's happening tomorrow night, so better get on the ball and read on this. Tomorrow night, I'm recording this on Martin Luther King's Day, and it'll be up on Tuesday. Before I do the reading, though, just a quick shout out again. Mickey Taylor, who is a regular viewer on this channel as well as many other channels, because I've seen her on the lives that Marina and I do and other lives, has started her own YouTube channel. She does tarot reading amongst other channeling and spirituality type items. Please check her out. I'll leave a link in the description, and I'll add those little circles and squares on the side here just to help you have a quick hyperlink to her page. Now, give her a like, give her a subscription, check out what she's offering. If it resonates with you, fantastic. You'll have even more support in 2024, and Lord knows we can all use it. This is going to be a ride, folks. All right. And speaking of rides, it's time for the Iowa State Fair. It's caucus time in Iowa, and I'm wondering, how is Trump going to do? Don't we all want to know how Trump's going to do? Let's ask first, though, what is this Arctic weather and this really cold weather? How is that going to impact attendance at the caucuses? It's going to shut things down. A lot of people aren't going to go. They're not going to go. It's not worth braving the weather. Now, what's interesting with that right there, because I've been feeling this, it's like Trump has the most fanatical base. He truly does. And, you know, you think what you will about the man and about his politics and about the base and stuff like that. His base is fanatical. Are they the type that will go in sub-zero weather to go vote for him and support him at the caucus? Probably. I would guess of all the candidates, it's likely his would be that way. But maybe they feel like they've got it in the bag and they don't need to. So, this is going to have a much lower attendance. If it was the full large attendance, Trump's going to have a lot of support. So now what's going to happen when less people show up? Ooh, it's going to be the end of campaigns for some people. I'm looking at you, Ron DeSantis. Good Lord. Yeah, Ramaswamy's going to be out. DeSantis is going to be out. Chris Christie's already dropped out. It's going to be a two-person race by the time we're all said and done. It's going to be Nikki Haley and Trump. It's going to reduce turnout. Things are going to come to an end. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. It's kind of Fortune's fate here. The winner of this one is going to be the people who show up. Duh. High Priestess. This is a good card for Nikki Haley. This is a really good card for Nikki Haley. You can imagine if, working money, working people who are the folks that have done the hard work in Iowa and put the work in. I think they're the ones who are going to benefit from the Wheel of Fortune on here. It's funny because you could look at this like if they elect Trump, well, Trump's campaign is going to be dead. Hopefully he will be found guilty of felonies. Maybe in some states he's not even going to be able to run. He's kind of a dead candidate, or you could pick Nikki Haley. She's the one who's got a chance on this one. It's just, it's going to be the work. Here's the thing that, again, I've talked about Trump's base being fanatical. Here's the one thing, though. Two things. The first thing was the trade war with China and how badly that hurt farmers, how badly they had with the soybeans and stuff like that, with all the tariffs, that the government had to actually come in and provide subsidies and stuff like that. And all the crops that they left in the field just got destroyed because the bottom fell out on it. That's probably hasn't been forgotten in Iowa. The second thing is that recent shooting. It's time to move on. Basically, get over it. Nobody cares about your feelings. Think about that for a second. He told people, now mind you, I don't think that's, I gotta step back. Sorry, short pontification. I watched the video where he said that. And you could see him looking over to the side as he was talking because he was reading off the teleprompter. And when he looks at the camera, he's not reading the teleprompter, and that's when he ad-libs. That's when the words like strong come out, or, his favorite adjectives that make no sense. But when he started talking about the getting over it part, he was, he was calling for, for support for Iowa because it's a really strong, really strong state with a really strong community, and who'd have thought that something like that could happen in Iowa, but it did. And Iowa's as a he's ad-libbing, so now he's talking over himself and just babbling. Yeah, but we just need you need to get over it. You got to move on. And speaking of moving on, here are the people that are representing me today, my special guest stars. He's trying to do like a segue, a link, and he's miserable at it. The guy cannot think on his feet for the life of him. You have to be intelligent and quick-witted in order to ad-lib and do that. Watch any improv comedy. The good, especially the really good improvers, are great at ad-libbing. They're really smart and sharp, and they can just pick up and go. Trump is none of those things, which is why he sticks his foot in his mouth so badly. Now, it's going to be 0 degrees outside. Are you going to want to go vote for the guy who ruined your crop a few years ago and then basically during a shooting in your state told you to get over it? Or are you going to vote for the woman who probably had at least said thoughts and prayers? Okay. How are Trump's chances looking in Iowa? Let's do Trump versus Haley. Trump versus Haley. What's kind of the... oh, God. Who are people going to choose? So many choices. The good, are they willing to take the good with the bad? With Trump, it's nostalgia. He's the guy. He's the one who's going to take us back to the 50s, the 1950s, 1850s, 1750s. You pick whatever century you want. He's going to take you back there. He's going to make everything all wonderful and warm again. Oh, there's that underneath card over there, because he's the one that's hardworking. He's the self-made billionaire, and he's going to work hard for us and do all the things. Queen of Wands. But there's that this could be the farmers' wives type of thing. It's gonna be on them whether or not he gets the support. It's gonna be the wives of the folks in Iowa. And don't forget Roe v. Wade, for God's sake. Now, mind you, Trump's taking credit for getting rid of Roe v. Wade. He actually just appointed 3 Supreme Court justices. And let us not forget, he was critical of them overturning Roe v. Wade until it proved to be popular amongst the evangelicals, in which case he's now taking full credit for it. But women are going to drive whether or not he has some success there. But there's a lot of turmoil. Drunken hillbilly brawl. It's the chaos. I think they felt like generally speaking, they liked what he did for the economy and for them. But it's the chaos that he brings. And the chaos to their lives. Because not only do they think he helped them, but they're the hardworking ones. And Trump brought chaos into their lives with, you could say, is a really foolish trade war with China. And his lack of empathy for when kids got shot. Women are going to make a very big decision in Iowa. They have to look at the good with the bad, and is it worth their support? Nikki Haley. Oh, 10 of Swords. Okay. Remember, I had the 10 of Swords and the Apprentice card down over here. That's not a great card. Bringing things to an end. Let's see, what do we have? We got the 10 of Swords. You got the... Good Lord. What is this? You got the 10 of Cups. Happy Iowa. Happy Republicans. Celebrating. But you got the endings. The backstabbing. The sniping. King of Cups. Shows some maturity, at least, when the shootings happen. And a star. The star card is falling star. Okay, so you've got delusions, illusions and delusions, and a new journey. Um, wow. Okay, so if the Ten of Swords is bringing an end to something, it could be that this is reversed and it's the start of something new. Iowa's not going to make or break Nikki Haley. It's extremely conservative. Or I should say, it's not going to break Nikki Haley. It's extremely conservative. Trump is expected to win. If Nikki Haley does really well in Iowa or even wins Iowa, that's a big problem for Trump because this is conservative land, this is evangelical territory, and you would expect Nikki Haley to do well in New Hampshire because it's a much more moderate state than Iowa. And Trump shouldn't do as well in moderate states. This could be the beginning of her. I think in the end, what I think it is, this is just the end of the other candidates. This is the end of DeSantis. Yeah, I think this is just going to be the end of DeSantis. You have the King of Cups. Somebody, Nikki Haley is going to be doing well in this one because she's mature. I think DeSantis is gone. I don't know why DeSantis would come in on something I specifically asked about Nikki Haley, but it could be it's the end of the competition. It's a two horse race. This is not an exact science. The irony. Okay. That's what they're picking. All right. How is Nikki Haley feeling after the Iowa caucuses? How about we ask that? How is Nikki Haley feeling after the Iowa caucuses? I wonder if she just has she may not win, but maybe she has a really strong showing. Two of coins flipping over there. Or it could be, as the two of coins flips over, you look at things of different values. It could be that she doesn't win Iowa, but she hits on a winning strategy in Iowa. It could be something like that, too. That would explain the Ten of Cups and the star card underneath it. It didn't bring it home in Iowa, but it'll resonate in other parts of the country. How is Nikki Haley feeling after the Iowa caucuses? She's evaluating, looking at things of value. How much work have I put in? Have I brought value to something? Yeah, there's going to be a truth that's revealed to her, and she's got new messaging going forward. About theft. She is going to hit on a message of being rational, looking to take care of everybody. She's going to work on a unification message. She's going to work on who's the best person to lead the Republican Party, who's going to take care of the farmers, who's going to take care of the laborers, who's going to take care of women and women's rights. I think she's found something new to hit on, messaging to bring on. Trump is all about the election got stolen from him. Maybe she starts attacking him about how he's stuck in the past. He's not looking to make your lives better. I'm looking to make your lives better. He's just looking for revenge from the 2020 election. She may not win Iowa, but I think she hits on a strategy. So I'll be curious to see how her messaging changes, either for New Hampshire or for stuff after New Hampshire. I don't know if you had enough time to change the advertising in such New Hampshire, but I'll be really curious to see if that's what happens. Interesting. Let's see how Trump's feeling after Iowa. Oh, Donald Trump feeling after Iowa. No, she's too bad she shot herself in the foot by, saying she's going to pardon Trump and she's going to, be anti-abortion and all that stuff. Not that I would vote for Nikki Haley, but you have to say those things in order to get elected. And once you're elected, you kind of have to go through with it. Not excited. All right. How's Donald Trump feeling after Iowa caucuses? He's Donald Trump, of course. Large and in charge. He's feeling like himself. Smug. He's got this. I think he's going to win Iowa. Nightmares. Court cases he's got to deal with, though. It's almost like running for president. You know what? Running for president for him is an afterthought right now. He is so involved in these court cases. That's why he doesn't go in the debates and stuff like that. The campaigning is getting in the way of his court cases, not the other way around. I'm wondering if he loses Iowa. I'm really wondering if he loses it. It's, if this were just focused on Iowa, you got Trump here, and he's got a nightmare scenario, and he has an absolute meltdown. Maybe what happens is, when in that cold weather, the young people are coming out to vote, and they don't vote for him. He's kind of the establishment, and they're voting for somebody new, and it's causing him headache, and he lashes out. He could still win Iowa. He could very well win it, but I think even the young Republican vote is against him. The young people aren't supporting him. They'd rather have Haley, it looks like. And maybe that's the thing Haley discovers. They start looking at the demographics, the exit polling, who supported Trump and who supported Haley, and she's suddenly realizing that it's the younger voters that are supporting her and giving her momentum, which would explain the, getting over the past, the Empress underneath it. It's like you have to give the young Republicans a reason to want to stay Republicans. Okay. I'm going to leave it at this one. What did I conclude? I don't know. I don't know who's going to win Iowa. I think Nikki Haley is going to do a lot better than she thought she was going to do. I think Nikki Haley is going to find some demographics that she can leverage in New Hampshire and other states, and it's going to change her messaging. I think Donald Trump is going through the motions. That he's more mentally, he's focused on his court cases than he is on campaigning, which is understandable, which is why you shouldn't be campaigning when you're under 90 felony counts in 4 different court cases. But hey, those are choices in life. We'll find out soon enough. Okay. And it looks like the weather is going to really suppress voter turnout. So whoever's a little more motivated, a little more fanatical on getting out there, they're going to have their voices heard. And that will carry over into other primaries. So here we go. Let's strap in for the ride. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for everything you do to feed the YouTube algorithm so my video makes it out to a wider audience. To folks just discovering this channel for the first time, welcome to the channel. Glad you found us. Hope you found this reading insightful, and I'm looking forward to catching you on the next one. And lastly, again, don't forget, we got Mickey Taylor's got a new YouTube channel. She's a viewer and a friend for everybody on this channel and other channels. I've watched both of her videos so far. It's so pleasant. There's something very Australian about her. There's something wonderfully warm and snarky with the Aussies. It's very welcome. We have room for more snark in this world. So go check her out. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.